Hey Josh, I'm
Hey.
Andrew with Colonial. How you doing today?
Doing good, Andrew. How are you?
I'm wonderful, good.
Good.
How's your day going so far?
It's going all right. How about yours?
So far so good.
Good.
So tell me a little bit about your company here.
It's we manufacture widgets.
Mhm.
We've been doing that since the early '50s.
So this company's been around for quite a while.
Yes, it has.
Good. Is your father the one that started it?
Actually, his father,
His father,
and
okay.
he passed it down, and
So this has been in the family for a little while now,
it
hasn't it?
has. It has.
Well, good. Well, Josh, I'm going to take just a few minutes to get to know a little bit about you and a little bit about your company here.
Okay.
And after I ask these questions, if we feel like a good fit, we can go ahead and proceed from there. Would that sound all right?
That sounds great.
Well, good. Okay. Josh, about how many employees do you have here?
We have 27 employees.
27, okay.
Yep.
Are all of those full-time employees?
22 of them are.
22 of them, okay. And out of those 5, do they work more than 20 hours, or what's kind of their work schedule look like?
Yeah, most of them are 20. They're more than 20 hours.
Okay. All right. Are any of them 1099?
No, they're
Okay.
all just
Okay.
part-time.
Now,
W-2s.
okay, good. Do you offer any major medical to your employees right now?
Yeah, we offer Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay, that's good. Do you use a broker, or do you go straight to Blue Cross?
We go straight through Blue Cross.
Okay.
That new Florida Blue.
You like that?
I'm sorry. We just go shop it, and
Yeah.
it's pretty
Now-
simple.
Yeah. Now, what is how much of that do you, as a company, pay for your employees?
We're covering 75% now, but probably going to need to looking at maybe dropping that down just
Yeah.
because of the cost.
Yeah. Is the cost getting high for you?
It is. It's getting high
Mhm.
regularly.
Has any of your employees kind of been talking about the high deductibles or copays that you've been having?
We've been able to kind of keep the deductible about the same.
Okay.
It's at a $1,500 deductible.
15.
But
Okay.
I'm sure they're not going to be too happy if we have to drop from 75 to 50. But
Yeah.
we've got to do what we have to do.
Exactly. Okay. Now, let's see here. Do you utilize any of the Section 125? And by that I mean, are you pre-taxing?
Yes, I do. I believe
Yes.
so.
Okay.
My accountant kind of helps me with all that.
Oh, does she? Now, do you know offhand? Are you paying for that services by any chance?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I just kind of take all my stuff to accountant, and they
Yeah. And
the
they do that
accountant
all
and the
for you?
payroll service, they take care of it all for me.
Okay. Because there might be some ways that we can help you in that area.
Okay.
All right. Now, do you offer any other programs such as like short-term, long-term disability, dental, vision?
We have some Aflac products.
Okay.
That the guys and girls participate in. It's total voluntary though if they want to participate.
Exactly.
I don't pay for that.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask, what do you like best about your Aflac here?
They've been here for a while. They've taken care of the guys. I have a couple policies myself, but
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Now, what do you participate in?
The accident and the cancer.
Okay.
I know that. I've used a family accident with having a couple kids and things of that nature. It's nice to have something there to pay back from those football accidents and things.
I used to play football, so I know exactly the type of accidents they'd be getting into.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you had that Aflac?
Man, Aflac's been in here for a while.
Mhm.
I couldn't tell you exactly, but they've
Okay.
been here for a while.
Now, what's the participation like in your Aflac? Is it pretty high?
Probably about 7 of the guys participate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's counting myself included.
And is the participation pretty high in your Blue Cross Blue Shield, or is it about the same?
Participation in Blue Cross is actually fairly decent. I want to
Okay.
say a good 15 plus for participating.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, do you feel that your employees really understand and appreciate the benefits that you provide to them?
I hope so. Because there's a lot of big chunk of it that we're paying, especially with that 75%.
Exactly.
I hope that they understand.
Now, if there was some sort of like third-party company that was able to come in and really show them what you as a business owner is providing for them at no cost, would that be something you're interested in?
I, possibly. You know, we're manufacturing widgets here, so it's on a systematic, and you know, you miss too many people out, it's just kind of gets
Exactly.
crazy. So
It'd be
time,
a very systematic approach to everything.
yeah.
Okay. If I don't write this down, I'm never going to remember what it is
No, that's
that
fine.
we talked about. Now, if you could add one benefit to your company at no costs, what do you think that would be? What do you feel that would be?
You know, some life insurance.
Okay.
You know, if we could give the guys some life insurance, that would be, really feel that would probably be beneficial.
Have you heard a talk around the office about?
Not necessarily, but I know other companies in our same industry offer that, and that's just, you know, want to be competitive with that, but also want to make sure that the guys are being taken care of.
Exactly. And how are these? How are the benefits decisions made? Does it all start and end with you here?
It does. It does.
Good.
I'm the owner, operator, janitor.
Everything, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. And how are the annual enrollments looking like here at the company?
What do you mean by that?
For instance, with your Blue Cross Blue Shield, do you go online, or do you have somebody come out and talk to everyone and enroll on a certain date, or the same thing with the Aflac? Does your Aflac agent come out and sit down with everybody on a one-on-one and talk about it?
When we first did the Blue Cross, somebody came out. Other than that, now it's just I can make some quick clicks and add somebody, take somebody off, things of that nature. But that was probably a good 7+ years ago. And with the Aflac, they come out once or twice a year, come talk with the guys, if anybody has any changes, things of that nature.
Okay. Now, are they lined up together around the same time, or are they separate?
That's a good question. I know the Aflac agent was in here not too long ago, but our Blue Cross, I don't believe is until January.
Okay.
I think we renew that at the beginning of each year. So, but Aflac is in a couple times a year, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess if it lines up when they're coming in, it lines up.
Okay, Josh. Well, judging by what I've found out about your company here, I really feel that we would be a good fit for each other, a good partnership. And before I divulge into really what Colonial has to offer, some of the solutions, I want to let you know a little bit about me and my company and what we do here.
Okay.
Now, have you heard of Colonial before?
You guys have those commercials, right, with Alex Trebek?
No, those are Colonial Penn. That's close. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, what you're gonna find is Colonial. We take the budget that we would spend on something like commercials or marketing, that we really try to put that back into our services and our products to what we can offer. A lot of our the way we get around is word of mouth.
Okay.
So Colonial's been around since 1939, and we were the first to pioneer the payroll market, the payroll deduct market in the 50s.
Okay.
And so a lot of the other people around us, they kind of followed into those footsteps.
Okay.
Colonial is 3 companies in one.
Mhm.
First off, we're a benefits communication and education company.
Mhm.
Secondly, we're an enrollment company, and thirdly, we are an insurance company. So we do have products of our own.
Okay.
But we really try to stay on the first two, emphasis on those first two, because we want to be a service to you, not just another insurance company.
Okay.
And I myself am in and out of businesses on a regular basis, and what I see on a regular basis, we kind of put it together in this little wheel here, and I like to call this my wheel of needs.
Okay.
And number one thing eating at your bottom line is your wages. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And out of those wages, out of this little slice here, you get things like your required benefits.
Mm-hmm.
These are things like your FICA tax, your workman's comp, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of the big things that people love to keep a focus on, keep their eye on, is this blue one right here.
Okay.
That's the medical.
Yeah.
Now, medical is a great base. I mean, we really encourage people to have medical because it's really what we need. And but what we find is that medical is almost like a block of Swiss cheese, if you can envision that. It's got gaps and it's got holes. So where we would be able to come in, I don't want to just throw products that you may or may not need at this block of Swiss cheese and hope one of them sticks in the holes. I want to be able to work with you and help bridge some of these gaps for both you and your employees. Because what we find is every 30 seconds here in America, someone files for bankruptcy. I mean, out of those bankruptcies filed, 68% of them are due to unpaid medical bills.
Wow.
Yeah. And out of those 68, 78% of them had some sort of major medical, some sort of this Swiss cheese here. Now, why do you feel that is?
Well, why? What is?
Well, why do you feel that that 78% of these Americans have some sort of major medical but still have to file for bankruptcy?
I guess because of the holes, the gaps.
Exactly. I mean, the gaps and the holes is really one of the leading causes. And another cause that we find is this green one right over here, is a lack of income protection.
Okay.
And now what income protection is I mean, us as Americans, we have insurance on everything. We have insurance on our cars, our house, if you've got a jet ski. There's a lady in our office that have insurance on her dog. So we have insurance on everything, but we don't have insurance on our number one asset, which is ourselves. It's our paycheck. Because 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Do you feel that some of your employees probably fall in some of these some of that categories, that 70%?
Yeah, I'm sure they probably do.
If I was able to show you as a business owner how you might be able to help with some of those out-of-pocket costs, would that be something that would interest you?
Possibly.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and put a little star right back here, which reminds me I can come right back to that a little bit later. Okay. Another one of the things that we see in and out of businesses is survivor benefits, because survivor benefits are things like your life insurance, and 40% of people say that they don't have any life insurance or not enough life insurance.
Okay.
And that's what we were talking about a little bit in your discovery. A lot of your competitors have this slice of the pie here, and that's where the good thing about what separates us from maybe some of the competitors out there is your employees can sit down one-on-one with a benefits counselor who has, on average, 7.5 years of industry knowledge, not just colonial knowledge, but industry knowledge, where they can sit one-on-one with your employee, talk about Blue Cross Blue Shield, talk about the afflict that they have, talk about something that their spouse might have if they're working at another job and they have insurance through them. They can bring all that in and have a professional sit down and really dissect what they currently have. And see if there's any gaps and see if there's any holes in there. Another one of the things that we see on a regular basis is this one right here, which is catastrophic illness. Because to bring this closer to home, 1 out of every 2 males and 1 out of every 3 females fall into some sort of catastrophic illness. If we're going to bring this closer to home, that's between you and me. One of us is going to have some sort of catastrophic illness. That's things like your heart attack and your stroke. I mean, it's 2/3 of all cancer. Cancer, the costs of cancer goes unpaid. And that's another one of the great areas that our benefits counselor can come sit in with your employees, because your medical history and the way you live your life and what you do is completely different than the way I live my life and maybe my family history. So our benefits counselor can come in and say, so does your family have history of heart attacks or strokes or cancers? And they can custom fit that plan to fit their individual needs. These right here are the needs that we see on a regular basis, and what we have on our next page right over here is some of the solutions that we're able to offer you as a business. We had mentioned right here talking about some of the. You can go ahead and take that if you need to.
No, I can get it in a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like what we were saying. This green slice right here is that income protection, and I know we had talked a little bit about you know, if there are some solutions that we can help some of your employees. Now, this is where our disability insurance comes into place. This is things like the short-term disability, where what this is it covers your employees in case something might have happened to them, anywhere between 2 weeks to 2 years if they need to be.
Okay.
They can sit down with our benefits counselor, and they can find out how long they can go without a paycheck. If something were to happen here on the job site, out of the job site, if they slip and fell and broke their leg, could they last 1 week without having a paycheck, or 2 weeks?
Okay.
And that's really where we can help them supplement some of those costs of living without a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got here that our cancer policies. You know, a cancer policy is great from compared to maybe some of our other competitors, because what separates us from them is we don't age band.
Okay.
Which means to you as a business that some of your younger employees, they might be able to go out and find a really a low amount policy that doesn't cost them very much. But as you grow older and grow more susceptible to cancer, they can get a great policy with a lot of coverage for very, very affordable costs. So that's one of the good things about what we can offer in our cancer policy. And our critical illness, that covers 3 times the face value.
Okay.
So let's say if you, unfortunately, let's say if you had a heart attack,
Okay.
and you had a $50,000 policy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you were able to file on that $50,000 policy, and then you were able to get that cash, and it doesn't just stop there. It's not that one and done. If you had some sort of stroke later on down the road, you can get another face value on that. Okay. So another thing, one of the things we see here is our life.
Mm-hmm.
And those are things like your 10, 20, 30-year term.
Mm-hmm.
This is your whole and your universal life.
Okay.
We talked to you. You have children, correct?
Yeah.
So we can also provide some juvenile insurance for them as well, and that's going to keep you competitive in your market.
Okay.
And also you're here on the medical side of things. If some of your employees are talking about the high costs of your major medical, we have our hospital confinement, which is able to pay you as an individual a lump sum benefit.
Okay.
They're able to help with that. If they're admitted in the hospital, they get a lump sum to help with some of those costs. And
Okay.
in here, your accident is your things like your bumps and your scrapes and your bruises. You've got kids who play football,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure they get bumps, scrapes, and bruises quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So they're able to get some coverage as well for that, because we can cover some of your family members on that as well.
Yeah, well, I've used that accident policy many times.
Exactly. You know, these are some of the solutions, and really kind of what separates us from some of our other competitors that you might be hearing from is a lot of the times the way we do things.
Okay.
You know, I see you have 7 people on your AFLAC, and one of the reasons why we're able to help in the participation side of things is the way we do it. Now, what we want to do is we want to come in on a day, let's say on a Tuesday, Tuesday morning, and I want to grab everybody together as a real quick 10-15 minute group meeting. We want to introduce them to some of the products that we may be able to offer to them. We want to pull your employees for you.
Okay.
We want to take you out of the insurance industry. We want to be able to do that as a service to you, to
Okay.
pull your employees. And we're going to pass out a sheet of paper that's going to have time slots where they can sit down one-on-one with our benefits counselor, the
Okay.
tax professional I was telling you about earlier, who's going to be able to take what they have and really dissect it and see what their needs are.
Mm-hmm.
And then either the next day or the day after, we can come back in with a real streamlined approach and say, Tim, you're going to take 10 minutes, you're going to sit down with our benefits counselor, and then right after Tim's done, he can go back to work, only losing 10 minutes off on the production side, and then Susie can come in 10 minutes, and then Susie's going to go right back. So it really streamlines everything. What we find is that's the best approach for a company just like yours.
Okay.
So is there a good day that we might be able to come in?
You know, I'm gonna have to kind of think about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if my guys will be real interested. We've only got 7 people on the AFLAC as it is, out of the 27.
Yeah.
So I'm just not sure that they're gonna be real interested in it. I mean, it sounds like you got a good program here,
Yeah.
but Let me talk to them and I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a quick question. If they have a question, if you ask them about it, if they have a question, do you feel that you might be able to answer some of the questions that they have?
Well, they come to me with questions, and I try my best with it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's actually one of the areas that we're able to help you out in. You know, like I said, we were able to poll your employees for you. We want to be able to do that. We want to be able to find out the interest. And if one of your employees has a quick question, they can ask somebody who's already there who has knowledge in that industry.
Okay.
And so instead of, let's say, you taking time out of your day to go talk to each and every one of your employees, let us do that for you.
Okay.
And we've got some time available on Tuesday. Like I said, it takes about 10-15 minutes. We can bring everybody together and do that at one quick time, so that way they wouldn't take any time out of their working day, and you would be able to really streamline and be still effective in your business.
Okay.
Would Tuesday work well for you?
Yeah, it would have to be early though.
Okay. What time do you open?
Everybody gets on the floor probably about 8 o'clock, but everybody tries to get here about 7:45 or so.
Okay. So can we do this, Josh? Can we come in on that Tuesday, and what we'll do is we'll set up an area, let's say in your meeting room, and at 7:45 we're there, and let's get started at about 7:50. Let some of those people who are kind of straggling along come in there as well. We start at 7:50, and by the time, let's say 8:05, they'll be all back out on the shop working.
Okay.
Okay, would that sound good?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Well, Josh, let's go ahead and I've got to make a phone call to our home office, and I've got other paperwork that we can fill out real quick.
Okay, sounds good. All right, really good job. Really good job. Couple of things that we want to just touch on is digging in a little more on the discovery.
Okay.
Asking some questions on top of the questions of asking, about the Blue Cross, dig in on some of those things.
Okay. Did you have anything in particular that you saw?
Just wanted to talk about that a little bit more because the cost was a big thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You making notes?
I am, but
and want to do a little better job on describing the working conditions on the final.
Okay.
Because we want to be able to say, okay, this is the definite date that we're doing the group meeting.
Okay.
This is the definite date that we're doing the one-on-ones. Okay? So we didn't leave it with a definite, okay, this Tuesday, this Thursday, and okay, because the way it's kind of sounded was the fact that we're going to do a group meeting, and then we'll find out what the interest is, and then kind of go from there. But we want to make sure that we're doing a group meeting and then doing the one-on-ones right after that.
Okay.
That sound good?
So not just focus on the group meeting.
Not just
focus on the
on both. We gotta have two dates: a group meeting date and a one-on-one date.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, great job. Way to go.
Thank you.